Gilbert, what was your biggest takeaway of the NFL Week 6 season?
Well, I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'll let you do it. But can you start the gritty? Can you do the gritty while I speak? Yeah. Hopefully, if you're on the audio version, go to the YouTube and watch this because I love when Fernando does this. But my takeaway of you're gonna do it the whole time. Cool. Is the connection of Joe Burr, and Jamar Chase of the
Isn't this more of
Bengals.
a Justin Jefferson thing?
Yeah, but I think because LSU connection, and I think Jamar Chase does it. But yeah, you're right. I just want you to do it. I think Jefferson did it. He was in the NFL a year early, so he made it popular in the
Yeah.
NFL. But Jamar Chase did it at LSU. And speaking of LSU, these guys balled out the Superdome. It was like a throwback for guys who've been in the NFL for 2 or 3 years, but it felt like it was like a long time coming to do it at LSU or Superdome in New Orleans near LSU. The connection, like this team couldn't get the deep ball going, and to get the Bengals finally getting the deep ball with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and also a part of it too. They're on my fantasy team. That's why I'm excited to watch it. Finally, they did something that was me selfishly there, but it was also kind of a cool element, even though it's not. Can't say nostalgia just yet because it's been 3 years. It was cool to watch, and the Bengals might have something. Remember last week we were saying who's better off, the Bengals or the Rams? We got it right so far. The Bengals look good. They're. I'm not saying they're like a great a
They've
team
got a
right
lot of
now.
injuries too.
But yeah, but they're waking up the offense,
Yeah.
and it was nice to see Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And then I just wanted you to see do the gritty because Mike Gesicki, right? He's butchering the f out of it.
That was bad. By
Yeah,
the way, did you say LSU?
yeah.
We would like to thank you for the support that you've given me and my family.
I think your accent is better than Brian Kelly's. I'll give you that.
And there you go. Hey, a Mexican beat a white dude.
Here you
Boom.
go.
We
Finally,
got it.
got a win.
You know what? My biggest takeaway. Ooh, I
Oh, you got a gritty
think
too?
the Vikings are
Nice.
5-1, and the Green Bay Packers are 3-3. Dan and Dago, chalk another one up to him
He
because
did.
he said the Vikings are going to win this division. Vikings are a very interesting team. They're winning ugly. They're winning. They're blowing out. Like they're doing everything together. They're able to win ugly. They're able to win clean. They're able to do a lot of different things. And I mean, I like them. I think they're really good. The only thing is how much longer can they keep this going? I was looking at
They got a
what is
primetime
it
game
called?
coming up.
Kirk. I think they do. They
Uh-oh.
play the.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh well, that's true. They play the Cardinals this upcoming weekend.
That could be a
Then
win.
they go to the Commanders. Then
That's another one.
at Bills on November 13th.
Ooh.
That'll be a good one.
Hey, but by
And
then it could be 7-1.
they could. They'll host the Cowboys, your Cowboys, the week after that. It'll probably be Cooper Rush again by that point. Then the Patriots go to them, and then the Jets go to them as well. Wow, it's a pretty interesting slate of games coming up for the Vikings. But whatever. They're not really doing anything like wow-ish. I mean, Kirk Cousins, 66% completion, 1,500 yards. Dalvin Cook, 450 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson
Mhm.
has 46 catches for 656 yards and only 2 touchdowns. That's what's really impressive. Adam
Well,
Thielen, he's spreading the ball around. I mean,
so what do you
that's.
think? Legit or fuera?
I think they're legit. I think
All
they'll lose to the Bills, but other than that, I feel like they have a really good chance against everybody, especially Dak Prescott. So I think
right.
that they'll.
Good takeaway.
I think they're pretty good.
Gritty filled
Um,
takeaways.
all right. Okay, Gilbert. So obviously, week 6, it's another weird weekend of football. But who do you think was the biggest surprise win? Falcons, Jets, or the Steelers?
Uh,
The Jets beat the Packers, the Falcons beat the 49ers, and the Steelers beat the Bucks.
these are some tough ones, man, because I'm surprised by all three. But I know people were making a big deal about the Falcons and the Jets, but I'm gonna go with the other one. How did the Buccaneers just lose like that to the Mitchell Trubisky?
And they had scrubs in the back.
Yeah.
All their corners were done. Minka Fitzpatrick didn't play. No TJ Watt. Like, what?
The offense couldn't do anything. Like only the kicker was making points for them. Ryan Suckup, I think. He was not sucking. Tom Brady was. Yeah. I don't. Who does a gritty on there?
No,
And,
nobody.
but,
I just wanted to do it again.
and then I was just looking at stats too because like the Rams have been terrible at running the ball. Like you know who's last right now running the football? the Buccaneers, man. So
Really? I
yeah,
thought Leonard Fournette had been having a solid season so far.
no,
Wow,
I
that's
can tell you right
incredible.
now. I had it pulled up right here. They're averaging 67.7, no, 67.5 yards per game. They're not. That's not good.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jets. They went into cheesecake
Cheesecake Factory.
cheesehead
They went into
territory.
the biggest menu of the world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's oh, Matt Money Smith said that. That's what Joe Lombardi's playbook is: a big cheesecake factory, and they pick out of it.
That's not a good
So
thing.
yeah, so obviously, they went in there, they beat them. I was very surprised. The Falcons and 49ers, there was too many injuries for the 49ers for me to say the Falcons, but the Jets they're just really impressive. And then obviously, my boy Sauce Gardner wearing a cheese head after a cheese thing. That was pretty funny. So I was definitely all about it. So I'm gonna go with them. I mean, they're winning. Kyle Wilson's doing well. They're doing some good things. So I'm definitely
Zach
all about
Wilson,
Zach Wilson. What did I say?
Kyle Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson. Sorry, I don't know why I said Kyle Wilson. My mind's in baseball right now for
This
some
guy's a
reason.
legend.
But yeah, no, Zach Wilson is a legend. So I definitely I'm gonna go with the Jets. Gilbert, who is the best team in the NFL right now? Bills or Eagles?
Yeah,
No,
this is easy.
stop.
What?
Okay, who are you gonna go with?
What'd you say?
No, stop. I thought you were gonna go a different way, and I thought you were gonna try and curse me.
No, this is too easy. It's definitely the Buffalo Bills. They just beat the second best team in the NFL, so they're the first team. They beat the Chiefs. That was a really good game that I did not watch. I saw the highlights because I was working during that time. I had to watch the Panthers and the Rams. Ugh. But yeah, Josh Allen had that game-winning drive. That defense is getting healthy. That defense is really good, Fernando, with Von Miller, and they're very explosive. I miss watching explosive offenses, as you can tell. But the Bills are really good right now, so definitely the Bills number one.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess, but no, I have to go with the Eagles. I mean, what the Eagles are doing right now, they're just dismantling teams. They don't care. They're just tearing everybody down. I'm all about it. I'm all for it. So yeah, no, I definitely have to go with the Eagles. I like their secondary. I like their team. I like what they're doing. Jalen Hurts has really grown up, in my opinion, and I've liked what he's done. So I've liked what he's done. I think he's really come a long way. So I'm all about it.
Oh, you got a video? Can you think about the audio listeners, Fernando? Can you describe what you're doing right now? I hope this is your way of taking the victory lap on the Compas Bowl that you won.
Victory!
Okay, this is taking way too long.
Eagles! Eagles!
Okay, this is your victory lap, or is that what you're doing here?
No victory laps yet.
You,
No,
you
there's
took
just
round one of the Compas Bowl.
there's still a long way to go. And the funniest part, you text me, "Oh, don't worry, Dak will be back for the next one." Dak.
We'll see.
That'll be
We'll have,
funny.
we'll have the same laugh when he wins in whatever week they play each
No,
other.
but the Eagles got playmakers everywhere. I like the Eagles. Man, you know what I was telling Dan in one of those? The Tennessee Titans are dumb. How the hell do you get rid of AJ Brown? My God, that guy was just making plays left and right. So I'm all about it. I like them. We're now at the quarter part of the season, Gilbert. It's time to hand out some awards.
Wow.
Gilbert, who is your MVP?
Very easy. Just had the game-winning drive, like I mentioned, against the Chiefs. Josh Allen, the number 7 overall pick in 2018, who played at Wyoming. He plays with the Buffalo Bills now. Josh Allen for sure.
I agree with you. The only thing is I'm getting a little nervous. I don't like those design runs. He's doing way too many of them. And that's how you get hurt. So I think they need to be a little bit smarter. I think they were smarter with it with the Chiefs, but I've seen other games where they pull it out like 5 or 6 times. And I'm kind of like, okay, dude, like be careful with him. So I definitely think they need to kind of slow that down.
Real quick, Fernando, because I just want to know your brother, Dan Diego. Number 2 on the MVP ballot, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick
Oh
Mahomes,
my God.
number 2.
Yeah, okay. Defensive player of the year.
This one because I think I'm still in love with the performance he had a week ago. Michael Parsons, edge rusher for the Cowboys.
How do you do on
Uh,
Sunday?
I I don't. I just want to say I did not watch the Sunday Night Football games. I don't know how you did, but that's why I'm going off what I saw 2 weeks ago. Michael Parsons take the player for the quarterly award here.
He had 4 tackles, 7 tackles.
Oh, wow, they really kept them in check. That's a good offensive line with the Eagles, though.
Yeah. Well,
Not
all right.
excusing the Michael
Mine
Parsons.
is Darius Slay from the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I said this a couple of years ago when Darius Slay got traded. I'm like, Detroit, you are dumb. You are doing some dumb stuff. Like, how
I
the
think
hell are you?
everybody's dumb.
I do. I'm like, how are you going to trade this dude when he's the best player on your defense? But obviously, they're trying to rebuild whatever. Darius Slay has 3 picks, I think, so far this season. He could have more. But man, he's been so good. He's taken the opposing receiver out, and I just think Darius Slay is due. And I remember a couple of years ago, Keenan called him one of the best, and he called him his brother and everything. But he called him one of the best corners in the league, and I truly believe he is one of the best corners. Offensive Player of the Year, rookie Offensive Player
Oh,
of the Year.
okay. Offensive player of the no rookie. I'm already confused. Yes, Brees Hall, rookie running back for the New York Jets. He really turned it up in the last couple of weeks. Like they were kind of had him in a committee, and then it became too obvious. This guy is really good. So Brees Hall has been going off the last couple of weeks, and I'm just kicking myself for not having him in my fantasy football roster. But he's doing well.
Well, I hate that we're about to agree because obviously that's no fun. But
Wow.
no, well, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Like, who else is there? Like, he has 391 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. He's been a huge part of their offense. He's done a lot of really good stuff for them, and he has 1 receiving touchdown. So he has a total of 4 touchdowns. So yeah, the kid 5 touchdowns.
Are
The
you
kid's
old enough to start calling people kid, Fernando? Sorry.
no, I'm just saying. Well, he's a
Oh,
rookie, so
oh,
I'm gonna go with him. And
all right.
then
And also,
what?
also, Victor said that he wanted us to be disagreeing and arguing like we're on this undisputed. We're not gonna do that, Victor. I'm sorry. Sorry. Bearing
Defensive
already.
rookie of the year.
Oh, you better not copy me because you're gonna piss off Victor.
The
Uh,
law. I think we do have it.
Sauce Gardner, I think he was a number 4 pick in the draft, right?
Yep.
Uh, with the icy grill, he is just shutting down wide receivers. To play that well as a cornerback, like that's one of the hardest positions to play as a rookie in the NFL. And everything I'm reading on this guy, like he's even like had the leadership element to it. So he's swaggy, he's a leader, he's a shutdown corner. I like it.
I kept on hearing if Robert Sala had a shutdown corner and if he could get one, this would be a different package. The Jets right now look like they won the draft, and I think they won it by a mile. Uh, they obviously got Hall. They have Sauce. Sauce is he's my pick just because I love the shutdown corner. That's what I was telling Daniel. Like yesterday, at times I would like look over and I would just watch Patrick Surtain. I love watching
Yeah.
cornerbacks play, and I think Sauce is really good. Like you said, he's a leader. He's exactly what Robert Saleh wanted, and now just building upon it. And I mean, honestly, I know last year people were calling for Robert Saleh's head, but that's why you preach patience. Because now look at them; they're 4-2 and they're doing really well. So I'm
Even guys
definitely
like
on board.
Quinton Williams is balling out under Robert Sala's scheme.
Exactly. And remember, a couple of weeks ago, Quentin Williams stepped up to his defensive line assistant
Yeah.
coach or whatever, and now they're all good. Coach of the year.
Yes, I'm going with the other New Jersey team, who came from the actual New York team, the only New York team, the Buffalo Bills. Brian Dable, I think he's got a new life there with the G-men, uh, which I like that. It sounds like Gilberto Manzano, right? G-men. But Brian Dable, he's really brought new life to the G-men. And we were talking about this before the show, Fernando. I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones, but he's making it work with Daniel Jones, and he's really like revived the career of Saquon Barkley. I can't even name wide receivers on that roster besides Kenny Galladay, who's not even playing, and they're making it work. That's a good defense
And
too, by the
Sterling
way.
Sharp is also hurt. I'm going to go with the other one, Robert Sala. I mean, there's not enough I could say. Their defense is good. Their offense, like we said, Zach Wilson, Brees Hall. They have Garrett Wilson. They have some good players on this team. It's just continuing to continue to build that offensive line, continue to build in the defense. And like we said, they had a really good draft. So Robert Sala is definitely he's definitely looking good right now. Gilbert, power rankings. Give me your top 5 teams.
Yeah, we kind of had a little start here with the Bills versus Eagles debate, but I'm going to stick to it, of course. I can't do that. Can't change in 5 minutes of the show. But Bills number one, Chiefs number two, then the Eagles. I think the Eagles have to prove it to me more. They're like the new team on the block this year. The Bills and the Chiefs have done it year in and year out for the last couple of years. I'm still waiting on you, the Eagles. And this is really where this is a bad luck. The 4 and the 5 spot, Fernando. Last week we did it with the 49ers. They lost. So I'm sorry, New York Giants. I'm sorry, Minnesota Vikings. Those are my 4 and 5. Let's see which one of those teams lose this week.
All right, I'm gonna go Eagles at 1, Bills at 2, Vikings at 3,
Oh,
Chiefs at
moving up.
4. Huh?
You're moving them up. You're trying to
Yeah.
reverse the curse.
Vikings at 3, Chiefs at 4, Giants at 5. How can you have a loser as your number 2 team? Get the hell out of here!
Because
No,
our ranking should be the best teams for the whole season, and I think the Chiefs will still be
Chiefs.
there.
The
You're a very short-minded person here. I'm thinking long term.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. All right,
Explain the
now
power rankings though. Is it who's done the best in the first 6 weeks, or who's going to do the best the whole year?
no, it's who's done good so far, but the Chiefs, I'm still not sold on them completely. There's some holes there that I think good
You
teams
just
will
cursed
exploit.
them by putting that number 4. The 4
I
and the
think
5 spot. The 5 spot are really
well,
deadly.
we'll see what happens.
The Giants
Uh,
are losing for sure, Fernando.